Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Self-Isolation Slam. I'm Alex Perry and finally something is happening. The PGA Tour have announced they plan to return with a revised schedule of which the first 4 events will be played behind closed doors. The 13-week, 14-event run starts as early as June at the Charles Schwab Challenge and ends at the Tour Championship in September. Not only that, they have released a schedule for the rest of the year up until Christmas. So now it gets a bit complicated with the majors. The Masters, the PGA Championship and US Open we know have already been rescheduled for later in the year, while the Open just isn't happening at all. But the way in which they fall is now different again, and that's before you factor in the new PGA Tour season technically starting in September. The PGA is before the FedEx Cup Play-offs and therefore part of this season, while the US Open and Masters in September and November respectively will be part of the 2021 schedule. You know what that means? 1 major in 2020 and 6 next season. Well, not for me. There will be 3 majors in 2020 and 4 in 2021, but bear with me. We could have situations so unlikely that they almost certainly won't happen, but are still possible. For example, one player could win 4 majors in a season and not even come close to a Grand Slam. Or one player could win 5 or even 6 majors in a single season. That's never happened before. I mean, it obviously won't, but bloody hell, it's fun thinking about it. And what about the race to be the next player to get their career Grand Slam? At the start of the year, Rory McIlroy, needing just the Masters, was next in line. Then Jordan Spieth at the PGA, then Phil Mickelson at the US, you know the drill. And who would have ruled out Brooks Koepka winning at Augusta and then Royal St George's to beat them all to it? Now, he has to wait until next July for his chance of doing it. Presumably he succeeds in one of the 2 shots at slipping into a green jacket between now and then, of course. You can go down some seriously interesting rabbit holes when you start looking at who will and won't benefit from autumn major championships. As hilarious as it is to think that full series specialist Brendan Todd is going to clean up, there are genuine superstars who are better at this time of year. Justin Thomas, for example, has 12 PGA Tour wins, 8 of which have come between August and November. McIlroy and Justin Rose have plenty of wins in the months running up to Christmas too. Then you can look at the other side. Dustin Johnson is a player who peaks in the summer. And Koepka, well, he only peaks at the majors, so it doesn't matter when they are. So if they get played, expect the big guns to be out in force. Either that or Brendan Todd ends 2020 as a 3-time major champion. Right, that's enough from me. DashingClubGolfer.com for much more. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for the chance to win a tailor-made driver worth 500 big ones. I'll see you next week, providing something happens, of course. I hope you like my little home setup.